Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Sheets, and I'm going to be going over the NBA slate for tonight. It's locks at about half an hour. We're going to go through the projections and do some lineup builds. We'll also, take a look at the NFL. I mean, I don't have any big sweats or anything like that, but looks to, there's a chance that I can be profitable. That's good news. And then we'll just talk about the showdown slate a little bit. I have a little time to do that. Um, so let's get right after the NBA because there is only a half hour until lock. I'm going to share my screen here. We're going to share my screen. That's, of course, uh, showdown slate. And let's take a look at the projections first, and then we'll upload them into SaberSim and we'll just build. Where are they? Right. So as you see, it looks like what's his name? Durant is out for a good period of time. So all of these Phoenix guys look to be really popping here. You get Royce O'Neal, Nurkic, Beal, Booker. And then you're getting value out of the OKC, Isaiah Joe and Aaron Wiggins. So this is the main source of value. And then these guys here, Davis and Jokic, um, they um, they look pretty good. I also we should mention that I think that Luca was legitimately questionable. So let's see where we're at as far as that's concerned right now. It actually didn't sound so hot him. Oh, he's expected to play. Okay, good. Okay. So what we're going to expect to see then is a whole bunch of this Phoenix value show up and this some of this Oklahoma City stuff. Um, so we'll just see. One thing to keep in mind again is the breakdown of the slate. You have three 7 p.m. games, and then you have a break before the 8 p.m. games, and then the 9 and the 9:30. Um, and again, we'll get back to NFL in a minute, but I really just have to focus on this right now because there's only a half hour to go. All right, so let's upload the projections. And again, if you have a True DFS subscription, you can do this, within the template. But for now, let's do this, and this will be kind of a lesson on and how to build here. First of all, again, the contest we're playing 50 of the fadeaway. We're playing one of the alley oop and a couple of saddies here. And we already pre-uploaded these to SaberSim, so it can automatically apply the right contest data for the purposes of us running simulations of our lineups against these various contest fields. So that's already done. We just put our projections in, so let's just fire it. We'll build 5,000 lineups. Give a little play-by-play what's going on, at least on the red zone. So nothing really important. You have 3 blowouts. I mean, Eagles putting it to the Cowboys. Arizona is putting it to the Jets. You thought the Giants looked bad today. I mean, the Jets, oh my goodness. They're getting really rolled. And San Diego, and the Chargers are grinding out the Titans. It looks like so. It doesn't look like a lot of tension as far as wins and losses. I mean, I have a couple of like okay lineups, but they're not going to really win much. So it's not really worth like play by play sweating them. It is. It's a little annoying that I finally got on this Barkley train that's been killing it the last like several weeks, and today he's not really doing anything. Ooh, he almost broke that one. Okay, so let's take a look at what we'd be getting here. If we did not run the Sims, we just kind of went with this. You'd be getting all this Brandon Clark. Um, I guess that makes sense. I have guys that with a little bit better point per dollar than him, but that's what we'd be getting. And then Isaiah Joe, Bradley Beal, Booker, all those Phoenix guys, and actually playing some of these spend ups, being Jokic and Davis. So that is kind of what we expected, although probably not as much of the of Brandon Clark. And then after this NBA, we'll take a look at the NFL. We'll sweat that, and then we're going to build some showdown lineups. But the showdown lineups are going to be fishy because it's really dependent on whether Nico Collins plays or not. Now, meanwhile, Barkley is now inside the 10, and he asked to be taken out of the game. These are the things that tilt people. Okay, so let's do this again. Let's resend this. I can't believe this. Barkley took himself out of the game so that someone else can get a touchdown here. Let's just see what happens. Looks like Hurts. Gainwell. Nope. Cowboys didn't let him do it. Okay, so if we go into direct fill here, we get an idea of what we would be getting. So again, Royce O'Neal, Booker, Nurkic, Beal. And to answer people's questions, I don't really care whether I play 3 or 4 or 5 Suns in the same lineup. I don't think that's a big deal. You know, uh, so let's I guess we could do some min uniques here. So let's go from min uniques 1 to min uniques 2 and see what kind of effect that has on our average ROI. Not much. So we can continue to do more min uniques. We can even go maybe min uniques 4. Yeah, that's too much. So we go back to min uniques 3, and who got the touchdown here? That is who is that? That hurts again. You know what? F you. Really. Okay. Um, so we'll go into autofill, and again, we've already sorted this by the top uh, contest being at the top, buy-in. This way, if there's a lineup that would be suited for all 4 contests, I want to have differentiating lineups. So I'll make sure that prioritize the alley oop for that. So let's save these to the contests. And then that's fine. Now we will take a look and see who we have here. And we'd be getting 62% O'Neal, then Booker, Nurkic, everybody we mentioned, all these Suns paired with Jokic, and all this makes a lot of sense. A little bit under on Davis, I suppose. And again, you can't really complain about you're getting chalk in the NBA. That's just kind of what you have to do most of the time. You have the SaberSim lineup builder and contest sim, tool to help you get, different enough. But at the end of the day, I mean, you're playing guys with decent protection. Senator John McCain, point guard. And that's pretty much what's happening. We're gonna do showdown in a minute, but we're done with this, right? 20 minutes. Let's make sure there's nobody out. Nurkic, it still says here questionable, but they think he's gonna play. Well, we'll keep an eye on that for sure. I mean, if he gets ruled out, then there's other stuff that we have to deal with. Now, if Connor gets another touchdown, uh-oh. Oh, they're running the other guy now? That's it, 31-6, the end of the Connor show? Or is that Connor? I get confused. Let's just see. Yeah, so my best lineup is one of these power sweeps, whatever, but it's not really going anywhere. I mean, I could. Again, I would need like a bunch more. So Connor is he's number 6. Yeah, so they're already resting him. Now I hope you guys took my advice a little bit with respect to the Bears defense. It was just, and I was as aggressive as I can be about this. It was just a terrible play. And as a matter of fact, you'll see. By the way, put my money where my mouth is. In the power sweep, New England, New England, New England, New England. I went against all of the Bears defense, and it was enough to get me to Bijan Robinson and Kelsey and Connor. And looks like the Cardinals defense is there, and I'm kind of firmly in the money. Hey, one more touchdown, I might move up another couple of spaces, but it doesn't look like Connor's going to be a big part of this last fourth quarter. I think everybody's just kind of. I just did that, Mr. I don't know what else to tell you. What about NBA? Just rewind. I literally just did the whole build in the NBA. Just rewind to the beginning. Okay, so all right, so you want to take a look and see who's winning this Millie Maker? Let's do that. It's not me, that's for sure. Smoke NASCAR. All right, in the Millie Maker, I got a couple, but they're not because Arizona's not passing anymore. We got a little battle here up the top, right? So we have D Dry in first. He's got Connor. I don't know what. Ooh, McConkey. No, he's on the Chargers, so they're not going to throw anymore. Ooh, all right. So that's a touchdown for. Is that Ridley? Looks like it. And that's another one I gave out at the end, huh? So let's see how that impacts the. This guy's got. Oh, that's Ridley. He just made a touchdown. It got him to within. No, but he's only got 49 seconds to go there. Goddard's not passing anymore. And I don't think Hurts is doing anymore either. So I think this guy's kind of stalled out. So I think King Cobra is stalled out. This is the problem. I think everybody's kind of stalled out of this except for like Tennessee guys. No, that game's over. That game is over. Eagles, Cowboys is over with respect to, and no one's going to score anymore, I don't think. Let's see what is this it? Whoever's in first wins? So Squid got to Ridley, got that touchdown. He passed D-Dry. It looks like Mr. Squid is going to be the man. It certainly looks that way. Because nothing's going to happen in this fourth quarter, right? Let's look at another contest. I moved up a little bit in my winnings. Where did I move up? I got cash both these power sweeps, double spy. The afternoon only rush. It looks good, but I have, you know what I mean. I'll look who I have. I got these guys aren't going to be trying anymore. Actually, Dowdle could try, so he can get a touchdown, and then maybe Connor. They let him try one more. I don't know. The Cardinals can always get a pick six. That they're definitely in. What I wanted to do is I wanted to look at the 44-44, which I did not play. I'll see who's winning that and what type of lineups were needed to get there. So let's take a look. In the 44-44, which I again did not play. Where is it? Okay, the 44-94. So that's next week. Oh, I got to put new live contests. Okay. Let's see who's going to win this 44-44. So, okay, this is going to be a war. So this guy's got the lead, and he's got Davante Adams, who, I mean, he's got backdoor cover potential, right? He's only got, oh my God, he's got 2 receptions for 5 yards, and this guy's winning $1 million. See, that's amazing. Connors is dead. I think Connor is dead. I don't know. He hasn't. I think they took him out. Eagles defense is definitely live. I see Gibbons. I just don't see any of these guys putting up any more points. This guy's got Devontae Adams. This could be live. This one's got 50 left, but it's too bad because Hurts is, I don't think he's going to score anymore. This game's over. I don't think they're going to be throwing to Antonio Brown, I mean, to AJ Brown anymore. But we shall see. We just shall see. Let's take a look at FanDuel, and then we'll get back to the showdown straight. I mean, I'm like losing like probably 50%. Yeah, I'm into 41 less 24. And I don't think I have too much going later. Let's look at 70 million. Oh my God, Petty Theft. That's really funny. That is very funny. He literally announced his retirement for the NBA the other day, and he's going to be 70 million. That's excellent. Um, that's awesome, actually. What's my top lineup here? Prayer? No. Okay. Well, look at the blitz real quick. And the blitz is giant squid might win $1 million in that in DraftKings and might win 200,000. I'm cashing in this one. Safe. One of the 29 minutes left. Um, we don't have any of the late games, so we have to keep an eye on that. But aside from that, that's all we got. So I'm back and forth between the Jets game and the red zone. And if there's anything that happens, I mean, I just can't imagine anybody scoring. That's not true. The Jets could score, right? Because they're behind by 25. So the Eagles have what, 3rd and 10 on the 21? So that game is over. If there's a completion to Conklin, you got to watch for completions to Devontae Adams. That's pretty much it. Because if so, then those guys get to win them. Oh, bad audio? Is that right? Sorry, it's the best I got. I can't really do anything about it. Should be okay though. Okay, so let's see this. 2nd and 2. Aaron Rodgers back. Incomplete. Okay, you want to talk about the showdown slate? We can talk about the showdown slate, but we need to keep in mind that it's all going to change, I believe, when the news comes out on Nico Collins. So they said that he's a game time decision, and I'm just I just couldn't say whether he's going to play or not. And game time, I don't know whether that's 5 minutes before game time or 20 minutes before game time. And Aaron Rodgers, he is down the field, almost ineffective. 4th and 2. Um, and remember, for those of you that wonder why I keep doing these lineups like all during the day or whatever, it's to practice so that I can operate really, really quickly when 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 it comes around. No, nothing really all star. I have like lineups that are doing well, but nothing that can win or anything like that. Like I have like this power sweep in 35th. Something. And this one in 38. That if they get another touchdown, maybe it gets to 18th or something like that. But no one's scoring it. This is like the only team that can score, I think, are the Jets and maybe the Cowboys because the teams here in front aren't really doing well. So let's see. Well, you never know. Here we go. We got Hurts back to pass. Oh, he's going for it. He's throwing into the end zone to somebody. Nope. Nope. All right. So let's build a. Oh, it's a catch. The Jets. Who is that? Is that Adams? That is Adams for I think his 3rd catch for 7 yards for the day. I think. So is that going to bring this guy into first? see. No, no, not quite. Let's just see. That gives them 1.2 more. No, not quite. It's going to be interesting. They kicked the field goal. The Eagles kicked the field goal. Okay, so let's go back to the Jets. Nico inactive. Thank you very much, Butt Bongo. You are the man. I had the Giants and the Bears, so I'm out of Survivor. Okay. Well, I want to continue to sweat this though, but let's do the showdown slate. Um, they didn't update it yet, but they will in a minute. So I'm going to wait for a few moments. But obviously, you're going to have guys like Tank Dell, who's going to be look like a really good play. You'll have who else? Robert Woods, maybe I guess Hutchinson, but Mechie at 3,900. That's going to be something. There's going to be a lot of guys that are in play here. Curious what I did here. Did I project him in? Let's see. I wonder if how I projected this. If I already projected him out, then I could go ahead and do this. I actually did project him out. Like if you look at my most recent projections, I do have him out. So we could build something. You know what? I want to show you guys one other thing before we leave this. This is the ownership results from today in the NFL. I want to show you guys this, and you know where to look. There's a file like this on the TrueDFS site. Whenever I remember to do it, um, and what this does is this takes the Millie Maker and it rates the how bad the ownership projections were. In other words, the biggest gap between projected ownership and actual ownership is listed over here. So what this means is that this is the top 10 ownership misses, right? This is where they got it wrong. And again, it's not just who the highest owned guy was, because you go to top owned guys, for example. Top owned guys we got pretty good. Aaron Jones. I mean, all these guys were really, really close. Except what you want to see is what types of plays get missed. So Taysom Hill, we only have projected 10.5%. He came in at 22. Saquon, we only had a 12. He came in at 22. Jordan Addison at 2. He came in at 11. Breece Hall, we thought would be at 20. He came at 10. Josh Downs, we thought he'd be like the nuts at 26, and he only was played at 18. Hopkins got really super jammed. And then DeAndre Swift was higher. You see this. And overall, this is not bad, actually. This is a pretty this ownership projection overall as a slate versus accuracy. This is actually not bad. So who caught that? Is that Adams? It is. Okay, I gotta check this. I can't believe that this guy's gonna get there in garbage time. Here it comes. Yep. So CMET just went past him, and it doesn't look like Connor's doing anything. The Eagles can still get something. So they're really trying to win somebody millions in fantasy. Okay, so let's do this. Let's because I want to show you guys a couple of things I've been doing differently with SaberSim. And I'm gonna do this again probably in a little while. So let's first of all let's update. Let's put the projections in, and let's make sure that we take Nico Collins out. Take Nico Collins out. Oh, we can do this right here. Good, good, good. And I do like to just double check to make sure that my projections are at least somewhat close to SaberSim. This way, I don't want to really miss anything. Does not look like I did. So this is good. So let's just start by building 5,000 lineups. Okay. Now you see, as usual, I put the contest uh, that that I'm playing, and I think this could be good content because you guys can decide for yourself at what point you want to stop paying attention to it. Some of you are just looking for who the best plays are. Some of you are looking for a couple of kind of low owned plays, and some of you are looking for a full process. So I'm gonna just kind of like segment this just by stopping after um, each exercise here. So right now, what we did is we updated the projections and we put 5,000 lineups in, and now we're doing nothing else yet. So let's just see when we run 5,000 lineups with just the SaberSim kind of upside settings, what we'd be getting. And it looks as though uh, you know, Stroud and Goff, Dell, Mixon, Montgomery, nothing particularly off the board. In the captain, highest owned captains would be again Stroud, Gibbs, Mixon, Goff. Not getting too funky, right? But the question is really what type of tournaments are you going to play? These types of builds going to be good enough to compete for a lot of money in the fumble by the Cowboys. So the Eagles are going to pick up some points defensively. Uh-oh. As the Jets look to have a backdoor touchdown over here. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to build building for both. All right. So because I'm playing the Wildcat and I'm playing the lottery. For the Wildcat, I just want to do the following. First thing, I just want to hit run contests. We'll run contests in, and we're going to use whatever we get from this process in the lottery. And we're going to do large field in a minute. I mean, excuse me, in the Wildcat. This we're going to do for the Wildcat. And so autofill, let's put the Wildcat up over here. And let's actually just put everything in right now. Well, actually, we'll put the spy up over here as well. So we're gonna fill in the Wildcat, the Showdown, the single entry, and the lottery for now. But you're gonna see we're gonna do something different. So let's put these in so we don't forget, and then we're gonna try some funny business. All right. So now we want to do some stuff with lottery, and when you're I have this discussion in MMA all the time, but in MMA Showdown, same thing. Okay, to get different enough where you can compete for like uniqueness or at least close to uniqueness without sacrificing too much projection. Like, how do you do that? Like, how could you accomplish that? Well, there are a couple of things you could do. Number one is you can leave salary on the table, and that certainly makes a lot of sense. The only question is how do you know like how much to leave? Um, I have to say that in Showdown, it's really hard. It's really hard to know. Um, the other thing you can do is do deal mean filtering. And what that does is it sets like an actual product ownership that you are, that you're unwilling to go beyond in the name of getting unique. And we've talked about how to do that in the past. We get out the geo mean calculator just to show you. Okay, so let's in this contest there are 94,117 entrants. 94,117. Let's see. So you put 94,117, and then there's 6 players in each of these lineups. Let's say you wanted to get one dupe maximum. You'd have to put in for a geo mean of 14.8, and that's extraordinarily difficult to get good lineups like that. And there's other issues with using geo mean stuff because you're going to almost always get like the 1% owned guy just through the way the math works. And you also remember the ownership is going to differ between captainship and in the flex. So it's really, really tricky. Meanwhile, it looks as though Hertz is gone. Good news for us that faded him. Um, So even geomean filtering has its flaws. So what I've decided to do is try to embrace doing something else. So let's instead of building 400 lineups, 102 lineups, let's instead put in 500, and I'm going to show you why. Okay, so now we have 500 lineups, and we've sorted them by ROI or whatever. But what I want to do now is I want to use the kind of the SaberSim extended spreadsheet to do something with it. So let's go save the CSV and let's open this. And this has all kinds of data on what on these lineups. Okay. And the first thing I want to do is I want to put this into filter mode. So let's data filter. And then the first one I want to look at is this thing. This is not single entry. Where is it? The not the spy, wildcat. Okay, not the cash rate. Where is the sim dupes? The 60K sim dupes. It's here somewhere. Hold on. Showdown ROI, showdown win rate, showdown cash rate, wildcat. Okay, here it is. Showdown sim dupes. Okay. So this lists them by how many times this is showing up as duplicated this ends. So the first thing I want to do is let's sort this by largest to smallest. And now what we can do is let's just cut out. I mean, we have 500 decent lineups, so let's cut out like a bunch of these things. Like we have 500, so we could do a little work. Let's first of all, let's take out everything that that is more than 5 dupes. So everything. So the first 52 lineups, we'll do that. Now the next thing I want to do. Um, Now what are we down to? We're now down to 450. Now another thing. Let's make sure that the lineups that we're playing appear in at least one of the sim optimals. Okay, so let's put this largest to smallest, and everything that doesn't that's like zero, we'll kind of get rid of that. So we now have 123 lineups, and we've already done it by sim dupes. We've already made sure they're showing up in decent amount of sim optimals. And then what we can do, and again, this is like just new stuff that I'm kind of playing around with, is sorting it by the ROI here, which is should be around where is that? ROI standard deviation. This is just by ROI up over here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go smallest to largest, and the reason for that is I want to then take out lineups that didn't sim well that are also leaving, maxing salary. So like these guys are between 49.9 and 49.5, for example, and they're not simming well. We'll get rid of those. And then also do the same thing with kind of this geo mean stuff. So everybody with a geo mean and say over 24, 25, it's not simming well anyway. May as well get rid of those. And this one here. See, I'm sorting over here. And then 26, 25. Now, what's interesting is one thing I haven't looked at is who we have, right? And I don't really care too much about that, right? Um, so now we have 113 lineups, and let's see what else we can do here. We could just again with this group keep taking out geo mean, like higher geo mean things. Let's see what else we can do. ROI, we already simmed by there. Fill in with another pick. Yeah. We could sort by win rate, which is so let's do the lowest, well, l- smallest win rate, and then again, if it's a small win rate and it's got a high geo mean like 24, get rid of it. Or if it's only leaving, if it's using almost all of its salary, get rid of that one. This one's a 27 geo mean. Let's get rid of that. So now we have 110, and then we can do the same thing with these three lineups here. See 25, 24 geo mean, like this number right over here. For that. So now we have 106. Again, geo means are kind of a good way to do it. Here, geo mean at 25. Get rid of that thing. Another 124. Get rid of this thing. And then we should be kind of good to go. We can just resort all this by ROI. It should be over here. And just take the top 100. And we're going to do this manually. We're just going to copy this and check this tournament out in a minute. And the key here is, unfortunately, is to not to look at who you have, because it'll put you in the lunatic. Oh, so Arizona is going to the knee. And it's these look like normal guys that I've seen before. Don't look too bad. Um, and yeah, and if and when the projections update, we um, we can do this all over again. Okay. All right, let's go back and see. Ooh, I picked up a little equity here. What I got? Oh no, the NBA started. That's what happened. Um, yeah, Power 41st and 37th. That's not bad. That Wildcat, that looks pretty good. Cash in the double spy. That's not bad. Let's see what happened in the maker here. Oh, they're gonna go to the, let's see. Giant squid. Can this guy get there? No, because Hertz is out. Eagles, they're gonna need another. I don't think it matters. I think Squid has the Eagles too. Nope. Like if Jobby Henry gets a pick six, he can do it. That's about it though. Otherwise, Squid is gonna get his. He's got plenty of Millie Maker wins, and this is going to add. Um, what else do we have? Let's go back to FanDuel again just to see. I'm sure Petty Theft ended up winning these. And there's really no reason to check. And we'll end up losing a little bit here on FanDuel, so not bad. But for those of you that were there, I won that seat for the live final the other day. Yeah, that was good. Let's see. You want to check out the ownership real quick? The NBA as well. See what I don't even want NASCAR get killed in NASCAR. See some ownerships in the NBA. Isaiah Joe only 10%. Probably have a lot of him. And the McCain's only 11.5%. I don't know. I don't know what I did, but I did something. See what happens. Um, I think that's all I have for you guys. Any any comments you can leave them in the YouTube chat, I suppose. And if you're here late, Just rewind. I went through everything pretty quickly, but I do think that you have to. Well, let me just see. Let me just see if what SaberSim did with these projections, if anything. Do I want to see who I have? Fine. Let's see who I have. Really don't like this, but let's do it. So we're uploading this from DraftKings now. Just see who I have. And then what we could do is just use the entries, my entries. Where's my players? Where's my stuff here? Do I click this? Total of all my entries. Players. Okay. As far as captains go, I have what? Nothing. Yeah, so I don't know why they're over here. Why can't I see exposures? Well, we could do exposures, NFL, uh, upcoming here. So Stroud, Goff, Dell. So nothing particularly earth shattering here. Mechie, Patrick. So yeah. Okay. That's pretty much all I've got for you guys. Good luck, and you'll see us throughout the week.